In this gripping crime thriller, Marshal Williams stumbles upon a clandestine pharmaceutical operation linked to the mysterious deaths of a mining company's workers. As he delves into the investigation, he uncovers a groundbreaking drug that enhances employees' efficiency and happiness. However, the catch is that this miracle medicine drastically shortens their lifespan to a mere 10 months in the distant future. The story unfolds in a future where humanity has expanded its reach to various corners of our solar system. The movie kicks off with a cinematic view of Jupiter's third moon, Io, primarily designated for titanium mining. The mining endeavors are spearheaded by a private company under federal regulation. As we witness the miners engrossed in their tasks, a sudden commotion arises when one of them claims a spider is crawling up his legs. The confusion sets in as they are outdoors on a moon where no living creature can survive without a spacesuit. Despite the skepticism, the miner, caught in a frenzy, tears off his spacesuit in a panic to eliminate the spider, and tragically succumbs. A day later, Federal Marshal Williams steps onto the moon, replacing his predecessor for a year-long assignment. Accompanying him are his discontented wife, Carol, and their son, Pauline, who have grown weary from the constant travel between mining sites since Pauline's birth. William reassures his family that this assignment on Io will be his last, promising a return to Earth within a year. He then convenes with his police team and meets the miners. Addressing the gathering, William expresses his eagerness to collaborate and maintain the smooth operation. The general manager of the mining company, Shepard, acknowledges Williams' crew as the most efficient, attributing their success to a rigorous work ethic combined with ample opportunities for recreation. Shepard emphasizes that the balance of hard work and hard partying is the secret behind their achievements. He suggests that the previous marshal didn't interfere much, urging William to follow suit. Despite Shepard's commendation for their effectiveness and profit generation, William remains uneasy, sensing an undercurrent of suspicion in Shepard's tone. The manager's insistence on not disturbing the status quo only heightens William's suspicion. After a day's work, William returns home, only to find it eerily empty. Frantically searching for Carol and Pauline, he realizes they are nowhere to be found. A recorded message left by Carol begins to play, revealing her frustration with the constant relocation to inhospitable places. She expresses her desire to give Pauline a chance at a normal childhood, breathing real air since birth, and announces her decision to return to Earth. Carol hopes that William will join them, and promises to contact him once they reach the space station. Despite his yearning to be with his family, William knows he must fulfill his duty and stays on the moon. Meanwhile, a miner named Kane is observed wandering without a spacesuit. He nonchalantly enters the airlock and boards the elevator leading outside. Colleagues attempt to intervene, but it's too late. Exposed to the vacuum without protection, Kane succumbs instantly. While others view this as a tragic but voluntary act, William is puzzled by the sudden decision without any apparent warning signs. Seeking answers, he approaches Lazarus and requests an autopsy for Kane. However, Lazarus informs him that she couldn't conduct one, as the company swiftly ships out the deceased bodies immediately after their demise. The lack of an autopsy only deepens William's confusion about the mysterious circumstances surrounding Kane's death. Growing increasingly suspicious, William initiates a thorough investigation into the string of deaths over the past year. However, his efforts are abruptly interrupted by a distress call regarding a worker, Sean, who has taken a prostitute hostage. Rushing to the scene, William is briefed by Manon on Sean's erratic behavior, armed with a knife and threatening to harm the woman. On the rooftop, Sean is visibly agitated, sweating profusely, and delivering incoherent threats. He warns the police not to intervene, promising harm to the prostitute if they do. Thinking on his feet, William devises a plan to rescue the hostage. He sends Manon to enter from above while he engages Sean in conversation. Calmly, William assures Sean that he won't be harmed if he allows him into the room. Despite William's attempts at negotiation, Sean remains adamant about his threats. Seizing the moment, Manon swoops in from above, shooting and incapacitating Sean. The prostitute is rescued, though she sustains minor injuries. William swiftly takes her to the hospital for medical attention. In the midst of the crisis, he receives a report detailing the deaths from the past year. The alarming revelation shows that in the last 6 months alone, 28 people have died with no apparent cause. Comparatively, the 6 months prior saw only 2 deaths. Consulting with Lazarus, they speculate that the harsh living conditions may be taking a toll on the workers, potentially driving them to contemplate self-harm. The investigation takes a more urgent turn as William grapples with the mounting mysteries surrounding the mining operation on the moon. Doubt lingering, William extracts a blood sample from Sean before he's taken away. That night, he hands the sample over to Lazarus, urging her to scrutinize it. Initially, the results appear normal, no alcohol consumption detected. However, as Lazarus delves deeper into the analysis, the computer starts flagging unknown chemical compounds. Intrigued and concerned, she conducts her own tests, identifying the presence of a substance called polyuric ethyl. In shock, Lazarus relays the discovery to William, emphasizing that polyuric ethyl is a dangerous synthetic medicine banned for years. She elaborates on its dark history. The military had initially developed it as a means to enhance workers' energy and efficiency. Initially successful, the medicine enabled people to toil for extended hours without apparent side effects. However, unbeknownst to the subjects, the medicine's adverse effects took time to manifest. Up to 10 months later, individuals began succumbing to its lethal consequences, leading to the ultimate ban. Connecting the dots, William deduces that the enhanced efficiency of the workers is linked to the banned medicine. Determined to unveil the supplier, he continues his investigation covertly. One night, monitoring the nightclub from the security room, he observes two unfamiliar figures, Nicholas and Russell, sent by the company, mingling in secrecy. To his surprise, the duo rendezvous with Shepard and Sergeant Monotone for a clandestine discussion. Sensing a connection to the illicit medicine, William confronts Monotone privately. The sergeant swiftly confesses, disclosing that he's paid to turn a blind eye while Shepard orchestrates the distribution. Monotone warns William about Shepard's powerful connections and advises against meddling. Though hesitant to arrest Monotone, William sternly instructs him to stay out of his way as he gears up to confront Shepard and dismantle the dangerous operation. The stakes escalate as William prepares to take on the powerful figure responsible for the illicit distribution of the lethal synthetic medicine. William keeps digging into the case, and one day, he spots one of Shepard's dealers peddling the questionable medicine. Without hesitation, he gives chase, managing to apprehend the dealer before any evidence could vanish. Placing the dealer in a secluded prison, William lays down the ultimatum: spill the beans on Shepard, or face a transfer to a high-security prison. Despite the pressure, the dealer remains tight-lipped. Undeterred, William pays a visit to Shepard's office, confronting him head-on about the shady dealings. Shepard, with a self-satisfied smirk, asserts that nobody wants the medicine operation shut down. According to him, the company is content with the outcomes, and the employees are happy. In essence, William is barking up the wrong tree, wasting his time on the investigation. Shepard even offers to grease his palms, just like the previous Marshal. However, William staunchly refuses, vowing to dismantle the scheme. Returning to the prison to delve deeper into the captured dealer's involvement, William makes a grim discovery. The dealer lies lifeless in his cell. Fueled by a sense of urgency, he hurries to Manton's residence, only to find another lifeless body, Manton, tragically hanging from his closet. Furious about the recent events, William channels his anger into a determined pursuit of Shepard. As the next shipment from the company approaches, he works tirelessly over the next few days to devise a plan. In a daring move, he infiltrates the shipment, uncovering the medicine supplies cleverly concealed within the food crates. Swiftly, he dumps the entire stash, apprehending the unsuspecting guard on duty. Eager to rub his success in Shepard's face, William pays him a visit, proudly revealing his newfound ability to thwart the medicine shipments. However, Shepard's response is far from subdued. In a fit of rage, Shepard directly threatens William's life, setting a deadline for the same day. Unbeknownst to Shepard, William eavesdrops on his call to the company. Shepard, facing the ire of the company executive Bello, is given a final chance. Bello warns Shepard that failure again will result in deadly consequences, with the next assassins sent to eliminate him. Undeterred, Shepard boasts of an insider within the police force who will spread rumors, making other officers back off. Fear sets in for William as he grapples with the realization that he might have a mole within the police force. With a mere 70 hours until the next shipment and the impending threat of 2 assassins, trust becomes a rare commodity. The news of the impending danger quickly spreads through the mines and the police station. Within hours, even the new sergeant expresses reluctance to stand by William's side, paralyzed by the fear of facing assassins on a desolate moon. The once unified front begins to crumble, as officers, unwilling to risk their lives for a cause they deem unworthy, distance themselves from the impending confrontation. That night, as the tension escalates, William returns home to a call from his wife, Carol, who has safely reached the space station, waiting for a flight to Earth. She sweetly extends an invitation, having secured an extra ticket for him. However, duty holds him back, and he explains to Carol that he can't join her until he finishes what he started. In a heartfelt conversation with his daughter Pauline, he promises to be home next year. With only 60 hours left, William diligently prepares for the impending showdown. Hiding weapons strategically and closely monitoring everyone's activities, he reaches out for assistance, only to face rejection from those unwilling to get involved. As the countdown approaches the final hour, a wave of apparent sickness sweeps through both employees and police officers, leaving William alone, except for Lazarus, who reluctantly supports him while suggesting a hasty escape. 45 minutes before the anticipated arrival of the shuttle, William rushes to his office, closely monitoring surveillance cameras. Dozens disembark from the shuttle, but he spots two individuals breaking away. Following them through the cameras, he witnesses the ominous setup of their weapons. Armed and ready, William stealthily makes his way to his hideout, the tension escalating as he narrowly evades detection by one of the assassins. A gunshot rings out, grazing William's shoulder but failing to deliver the fatal blow. As the assassins close in on him, William narrowly escapes the room, but their persistent pursuit, aided by others, keeps revealing his location. Seeing the imminent danger, Lazarus, driven by a desire to prevent William's demise, decides to step in. She heads to the police station, taking control of the security cameras. Detecting a trap awaiting William, Lazarus rushes to the scene to warn him. In a strategic move, William devises a plan to turn the tables. He instructs Lazarus to lead the assassins into a specific room. Meanwhile, he slips outside, and Lazarus deftly opens and closes doors, creating a misdirection that confuses the assassins. Seizing the opportunity, William sets a trap. The first assassin enters the designated room, and as the door closes behind him, William detonates an explosion that exposes the assassin to the unforgiving lunar atmosphere. The deadly vacuum claims the assassin's life. Undeterred, William moves to confront the second assassin, who lurks in the greenhouse room. With darkness as his ally, the assassin moves cautiously. Sensing an opening, William sends a sheet of metal from above, startling the assassin into firing his gun. In a tragic turn of events, the gunshot shatters the protective glass, exposing the assassin to the harsh lunar environment. Like his counterpart, the second assassin succumbs to the lethal conditions. Still outside, William is confronted by the unexpected appearance of the last assassin, none other than Sergeant Ballard, the very sergeant who had supposedly abandoned him. Shockingly, Ballard reveals his allegiance to Shepard, armed with a shotgun and determined to finish the job. In a tense confrontation, William manages to disarm Ballard, leading to a fierce hand-to-hand combat. During the struggle, William incapacitates Ballard by targeting his oxygen tube, ultimately defeating him. Minutes later, William enters the nightclub where bystanders had anxiously waited for the outcome of the battle. The crowd is astonished to see William emerge victorious, while Shepard, seated in a corner, realizes the tables have turned. Without hesitation, William strides up to Shepard and delivers a satisfying punch to his face. The following scene unfolds with William preparing to leave the moon, opting to reunite with his family. Content with his decisions and achievements, he packs his belongings. In a heartfelt moment, Lazarus enters to bid him farewell, commending his bravery and expressing gratitude for his assistance. After she departs, William, reflecting on the journey, opens his computer to send a message to Carol, informing her of his imminent return.